How do you keep looters and people off of your property? Huge question, great solution. So yes, I've been in the security business 20 years. I say that every time. This is a quick video before I go to work because this topic has come up twice this week from customers. I've got calls in and people are asking, hey, I've got a farm, I've got 5 acres. I'm kind of concerned about what's happening in the world today. How do I keep people off my property should we have a societal meltdown? It's a very reasonable question, and it has a great answer. This answer was not available even 3 years ago. You had to take some pretty extensive measures to be able to know if someone or something was coming onto your property. And those got very, very, very expensive. Fortunately, as much as I hate a lot of things about technology, so just so you know, we have customers from Canada all the way down to Paraguay. We are a security company. We do very unique things with regards to security, surveillance, access control, firearms, personal defense. We're the only company in the world that I know of where you can come on our website and you can get a gun. You can also get a security system and or some mace. Get a gun before you buy a mace if you can afford it. But how do I keep people off my property? Now, look, this topic, if you're in an apartment, you're in a quadruplex, you're in a metropolitan area, you're not a suburbanite, or you're not somebody that owns property, this video is not for you. Check out, come back for another one. But if you own property and you're wanting to keep people and things off your property and get notifications, this is the piece of equipment that I'm going to suggest that you look at. It is on our website. If you have a system from us, we will help you install it. This works with all of the new PowerG technology only. If you have an older security system that is not equipped with PowerG technology, this will not work. Now, when I say older, I mean something that's beyond 3 years old, okay? PowerG, so I'm going to tie this together for you so you know how this works. I'll put a link so you can know where to buy this. And there's not a lot of these available. It's a limited manufactured product, but it is incredible. So I saw PowerG for the first time 5 years ago. I was in Vegas at a trade show. And I've been hearing about PowerG that has almost a mile range. When I say mile range, it's a battery-operated device that's inexpensive that off of regular batteries will send a wireless signal up to a mile away without obstructions. So PowerG was introduced, if I can remember, about 5 years ago. I did a video on it because I was so impressed by it. It can also be an encrypted signal. So if you get a PowerG sensor that is equipped with analytics. Now, when I say analytics, what do I mean? Analytics, it can tell the difference between a person, a car, and an animal. Analytics get very sticky because if you are, let's say you live rural, you're wanting to know when people or things come on your property and you're trying to sleep. Every single night when the deer jump the fence or the neighbor's dog comes into your yard or your dog runs out into your yard and you don't have analytics that knows the difference between a human and a dog, you are screwed. You're going to wake up all night long having to listen to this thing going off. You're never going to get any sleep. If we end up in a scenario where you need perimeter defense and you're not getting sleep, again, you're screwed, especially if you're alone. If you don't have a community of people that you've built up and you all have an agreement how to help each other out and talk about how to take care of things should it happen, do that. Talk with your neighbors. Things are getting ready to happen, I think, in this country that are going to require us to know our community and know our neighbors. I hope that I'm wrong, but I do not believe that I am. So, back to this device. This is a PowerG sensor. I can tell you for sure that this works with the #1 selling security panel in the world right now, which is the qolsys IQ Panel 4. Just to tell you how good it is, ADT dumped their own system. They started private branding these. Brinks started private branding these systems. Even if you see them in a little different shell or case, it is the #1 panel in the world right now. It has 7 different types of wireless. PowerG, in my opinion, being the most important. Here's what else PowerG can do. PowerG sensors can create an image, a multi-layered image, and send it back to your phone. So not only can you get a motion sensor that knows the difference between a dog, a cow, a deer, a human being, and a car that has a mile range, You also, up to a mile range. I mean, listen, if you got, this is important. If you have a building in the way, you have metal in the way, you have forests, large obstructions, your length is going to be diminished. But in any instance, when you look at it, you're looking at several thousand feet. It is an amazing sensor. But these sensors are so sensitive. Like if you put them in the woods, or you put them on a perimeter around your fence or around your house on your outbuildings, it is going to pick up the difference between a deer, a dog, a cow, a person, and a car. And it's going to let you know in pretty much real-time notifications that you have someone or something on your property. Now, here's what's important if you're a prepper. So let's say you buy a system from, let's just say one of the big names, ADT or Brinks. If you do not have the administrative code to manage your system, we give you the administrative code, you may not be able to get notifications if the grid goes down. Let's say the power doesn't allow cellular to work, something's happened with the communications. If those companies do not set your systems where you get local notifications, you're going to have issues, because if those panels lose communication, you still need to know that you have something on your perimeter. Be smart about what you buy. Make sure that you're not locked into a contract. Make sure that whatever you get is going to notify you if there's something going on your property, even if the communication is out. When I say communication, I mean internet, cellular, those types of things. Been doing this 20 years, regardless whether you get it from us or somebody else. And listen, if you already have a system that's equipped with PowerG, call your provider and ask them, hey, I want this to be added to my system. I want to know if I've got 3 people coming up the field in my backyard. I want to know if I've got somebody coming down my driveway at 2 o'clock in the morning that I need to be concerned about. And I don't want to get the notifications about the deer that are, well, if they're eating your garden, you might want to know. That's a whole other thing, right? But you want to be able to be smart about the system that you use, especially if you're forward thinking and you're realizing, hey, we're going to have some problems here in the next year. I need to get technology on my side. And listen, if it all goes to hell, right, it all completely melts down, all the power's gone, all of the cellular is gone, all the internet's gone, I still have a solution for you. I'm going to deliver that solution next week because we need to be thinking like the power grid may be down, communications may be down, internet may be down. And if they are, you still need to invest in something that's going to protect you even in the worst of scenarios. Hey, do me a favor. Like and subscribe. We're going to get real with this, Americans. It's time we start talking real about what's coming, because I think a lot of us ain't going to take it anymore.